Hello, my beautiful Geminis. This is a Gemini reading and love reading for all signs of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. My name is Melissa. Welcome to my channel. In the description box below, you'll see several links to my social media. You'll see a Cash App link in case you want to tip, but I appreciate all forms of abundance, including just hitting the like button or hitting the subscribe button, which is absolutely free. In your first card that I pulled was Excel, which is the goddess of fertility and healing. And I feel like she is really calling upon you, Gemini, to sink into your gifts of feminine healing, feminine touch, Reiki, natural healing gifts, herbal medicine, things like that. I think it's really time for you to start studying a little bit more and gathering that information, as I know you love, my little intellectual flower. As far as your partner goes, your partner is really struggling right now. We have the Seven of Wands, which looks like he's accomplished a bunch of things, but he's got that one more thing that he wants to get done, and it's just not getting done fast enough. And it looks like he's got daggers through his head, his heart, and his throat space. So it's almost like he can't talk about it, which, with men have a hard time talking about their feelings. So I really, really encourage you to close your mouth and listen to what he's truly saying. And I almost feel like you, as a practitioner of feminine energy and being in balance with who you are, I do feel like as you're talking, you literally need to just sit and listen, close your mouth and listen, because I think he's going to come at you with a little bit of fire in his belly. And that's good. I mean, we need to have discussions, important discussions about what's going on in our lives. The reality is our relationships are everything in our life, right? It's what we learn from, and it's really what makes our life yummy. So if you are going back and forth and not really getting anything done, I feel like it really is your job to kind of just sit there, close your mouth, and listen to what he is saying. I'm going to go ahead and pull a Celtic spread for you and your partner. Could be your partner that's coming, partner that's going, or current partner. Again, this is a general reading. All right, Gemini. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I do feel like this is your partner offering something to you, and it could be, money. It could be maybe he's getting a new job and he's wanting to contribute, or maybe he's offering you a sense of stability too. So I feel like this is going to be like a really good long-term type of relationship. You're showing up as the Four of Cups. Sometimes you can be a bit of a brat, Gemini, and I say that because I am a Gemini rising. But I feel like you can be kind of a brat, and people could be giving things to you and you're like, that's not even good enough. So sometimes just remember that these gifts from Spirit are a gift from Spirit, basically. And they're wishes that you had. The cups are always wishes and emotions, right? These are wishes that you asked for, but maybe it doesn't look like you think it should look like. Sometimes I've heard this as called as like a blessing in a brown paper bag. Like someone gives you this dirty brown bag and you open up and it's full of money, or maybe it's full of love, or your favorite cupcake, or whatever it is. But I do feel like you're showing up and you're kind of being a brat about things. So again, zip it and listen if it's a matter of talking to someone. What's coming across as the conflict is the Seven of Swords. There's something that you're not seeing, okay? I don't know if your partner is necessarily I'm hearing gambling. So I don't know if your partner is being deceptive, or maybe you are being deceptive to yourself, or you are being deceptive to your partner, which I would think not. I don't think you're like that, Gemini. But there definitely is something here about some deception and not seeing all the things. Like he's taking the swords, he's leaving a couple of things behind. There's people in the tents, and there's this little group back in the back that's all celebrating, and they're not even paying attention to what he's doing. So just keep that in mind. That's kind of a sprinkle of energy going on around you right now. At the base of the problem, we have the Empress, and I do feel like this is you being kind of bratty, Gemini. You know what you know your stuff, you're feeling amazing, you're looking amazing, and you just want your partner to step up. And they can, to a point, but then you also have to be receptive, right? You need to be receptive to what they are. Now, if this is your person, you will have no problem kind of relaxing back, admitting your faults, and being receptive. If this person leaves you confused, toodaloo, buckaroo, okay? Don't ever stay with anybody who leaves you confused, okay? It's just not worth it. In the past, we have the Five of Cups, which tells me you did let go of something. Maybe this is a previous relationship that's kind of coming back around, but it tells me you let go of something and you're kind of regretful of it. But just remember, we have to let go of things to make things, to accept things that are new and to accept what's more important for us, okay? In the circle, we have an ending. We have the World card, which I feel like you had some wish fulfillment with this person at some point, and now they're coming back around. So this looks like it's a revisit. Maybe this time, I'm seeing here the Three of Pentacles. Maybe this time you really can work together to create a partnership, okay? Three of Pentacles is about partnership and networking. So I almost feel like you two, instead of seeing each other as enemies or as like a conflicting person, maybe again, close and listen to what I feel like this person really wants to work with you and not at you, okay? And if that's something that you desire, I suggest you go with it too. Spirit's advice, we have the Page of Cups. This is basically the start of something new, and sometimes we talk about this fish not even really being there. I think it's a good time to start visualizing what you exactly want out of a relationship, Gemini. It feels like you need to really define your wishes. You know, he's wishing there's a fish in the cup. Maybe you want a new computer in the cup. So maybe exploring those things together might be helpful to you too. In the surrounding energy, we do have blessings from the universe, and it feels like all of your past family that is watching you master this relationship, they're all for it, okay? This is the Ten of Cups. This is complete wish fulfillment. So they're like, yes, this is your person. Yes, this is somebody that you need to connect with and really make it grow, make a go of it. I feel like everybody around you is kind of telling you that, but you have to feel into it too, okay? Don't just take other people's advice. Sometimes we have to decipher, excuse me, is it what we've learned or what we know, okay? So that's kind of the theme right now for Taurus season. Is this something that I learned or is it something that I know deeply, okay? In hopes and fears, we have the Two of Pentacles, and you can see this person is dancing and they're juggling, and there's been some choppy waters here in the past, and they're just trying to figure out the flow. I almost feel like too, this might be a money flow thing. And remember when I talked about gambling, if you're missing money, there's a reason, okay? So make sure this person isn't gambling away your stuff without you actually seeing it, all right? And I think too, when it comes to your own healing modalities, I feel like the more you study, the better you'll get at it, and then you will see what's going on. Are you taking a gamble on a new career? Are you taking a gamble on, living a completely different lifestyle? I feel like, excuse me, so many of us are doing that. I thought I was going to sneeze. I feel like so many of us are doing that right now. We're leaving an old life behind, and we're shifting into a new paradigm at this point. So coming into the final, just a reminder that there's no need to be active all the time. Sometimes we need to rest. This is the Four of Swords. And I almost feel like you need to practice just being present sometimes. And again, when I talk about listening, that's being present. Just sitting there, closed mouth, and listening to what the person is saying. You don't have to offer feedback to every person that you come across, whether it's on your media or in person or in an email or any of that. I'm sorry. So yeah, I highly, highly recommend that you take time to rest, take time to fulfill you, so you can be the best you while you're moving into this relationship, so you can really see what this relationship is going to take. So thank you so much for watching, Gemini, and I look forward to talking to you in a couple weeks.